From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, this is one of the few times the game itself isn't really the story at all. Of course, I'm talking about the man on the cusp of breaking the all-time home run record, Hank Aaron. After years of success and passing the likes of Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron, he is on the brink of making history.
The anticipation's been building.
And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman.
Yeah, he was a tough luck loser last time out, dominating his opponent. Soft contact. They were able to score a couple of runs, but outside of that, everything was sharp. You hope that he gets a better result this time out. Reward the guy for his hard work.
Ready to go? Ozzie Smith getting ready to hit.
Number 11, Ozzie Smith.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Fastball for a strike. Hank with just one more homer to hit before tying the MLB record with 7. There goes Ozzie. Pitches low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second.
I know there are more homers in MLB nowadays, Boo, but that doesn't take anything away from this accomplishment. He's done something that I can't even believe.
Pulls that one foul. Just getting started here in Toronto. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit. Here comes Ozzie around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Ted Williams. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Hammer and Hank around third. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Goes down looking. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Ball two.
Still only one out here in the inning. That's to third. Guerrero the toss to first. And there are 2 outs. Just Wade Boggs now. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down.
Ball. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Tosses to first. That takes care of Boggs. That's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Jays nothing. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Today's starting pitcher, Roger Clemens, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Ozzie, a sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Sean Green next up for the Blue Jays. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Two down, nobody on.
Ball. Ball.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 3. right through there for a strike. Red Sox already leading. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner on the move. Pitch
Ball
misses. And
Hey,
safe.
he
That's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Green at second with 2 down. Just
Ball
off the
outside.
outside edge, and it's 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one
No,
a little bit
that's too high.
And now 3-0. Bautista waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if
Yep.
he gets the chance.
There's a strike, and now 3-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We move to the second in Toronto. The Red Sox on top 2-0. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the show. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran. And ball 1. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting in, the catcher, number 2, Rick
Ball 1, no strikes. On the ground to the left. Guerrero tossed to second, to first, double play. Nicely done. Base is empty after the double play. Dustin Pedroia up next for the Red Sox. There's the strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Ball.
The next pitch
Outside,
misses,
ball 2.
and it's 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on.
That's
Off
a
the
ball.
mark there. And a full count now. Ozzie Smith on deck for Boston. That's ball 4. Trying
first
another
base.
fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Way inside, gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there. No, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
Line drive. Fair ball. Pedroia coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hank Aaron, the next to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swings through that.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
One run across in the frame so far. Here at the top of the second. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. We head to the bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Jose Bautista. Clemens, more than 300 wins in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And welcome to those just tuning in. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and we've got no outs in the second. Jose Bautista leading things off and takes a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Here's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting seventh, the shortstop.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
runner. Pitch
Ball
misses.
No.
Save. Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
One out and a runner at second here in game one of this 3-game set. On the ground right side, flips it, takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Ernie Clemens.
That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball inside.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one hit is all. On to the third inning. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Ted Williams. Outside, ball one.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Here's a 2-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. That misses the zone. Ball one.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball.
No, that's a ball.
Williams aboard here at first with nobody out. That one inside, and now it's 3-2. Catcher challenge will take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. And ball
Down.
4
Ball
to
4,
Ward.
first base.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at-bats.
Willie Mays up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball 2.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Full count now.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fights it off. You'll see another. No outs. Runners at first and second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
First and second here, no outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now batting Jaron Duran. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
2 on, 1 out. Strike 3. That's 2 in a row. Durant not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho on his way over. He's got it, and that is that. When they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, it's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
And it's fouled away. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
No.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, number 25.
Carlos Delgado next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Even with really good velocity, two-seam fastball up in the zone to a left-handed hitter. Even though that velocity is good, you see it really well, and it can be a dangerous pitch.
Ball, no.
Delgado leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's
Ball.
outside. 3-1 now. Sliced hard but foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. The Red Sox 4 and the Jays nothing. On to the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ball 2.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
To the right side, Delgado to Jimenez. Throw to first, but
He's in there. He's safe.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. He's a guy who does it all. In the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Ball 1. No, that's a ball.
Downstairs,
Too low.
and the count is 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
There goes
Ball
Ozzie.
3.
And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. 3-2 down.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Man on second, 2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead 4-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been strong. In the air to left center, Ramirez should have this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 19, Jose.
Strike 1. That's too low, and it's 1-1. The Jays down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, but it's
He's in
not
there.
in
He's safe.
time. Base hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated
Well, you
hitter,
can't give him
number
2 errors on that play,
Joe.
but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
1 out, runner at second. Here's George Springer, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey.
1 out and a runner at second.
No, outside.
That's towards center. Durant moving under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Out towards left center. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center. So stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez.
No,
Just
down.
missed. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Lauer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And that is out of play.
Ball 2.
The 2-1. That one found hard the other way. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know.
New pitcher now for the Jays.
Lauer. He's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And, you know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 2 down, Jarren Duran getting ready to hit. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
That's a ball. No.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but
ball,
even better takes.
That one outside. Ball 3. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're in the top of the 5th. And that's ball 4.
Take your
One
base.
of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The 0-1. Runner takes off.
Ball
There's
1.
a ball. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Duran on at second with 2 down.
Ball.
The 2-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Stays alive. The 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off. So the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
The 0-1.
Ball inside.
Lauer fires. That's
That's the ball.
2 runs across in the inning. All Red Sox in this one. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Ground ball left side. Boggs fires over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Right.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Bounced up the middle. Smith tosses to first.
Got him. That's an out.
For the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2. That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, right field. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit softly on the ground to third. On to Mays, and Guerrero is set down. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Slapped foul. The 1-2.
Ball.
Lauer fires. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Ripped, but it curls foul. The Bo Sox up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Waves at the defender for the strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths and all.
The pitcher on here, Tommy Nance.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. Swinging a ground ball. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Plus one doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their 2nd challenge. Man on second, 2 down. Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. It's 7-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Willie Mays digging in now.
Yep.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running for Boston, Sean Figgins. Getting some more speed on the bases. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Carlos Delgado.
Well, these Jays finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next, the Blue Jays. The left fielder, John Green.
Infield shifted to the pull side.
Ball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Outside.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Ball 3. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the sixth. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the lefty, number 5, Gomez.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Down low.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Get out of town. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
First pitch just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Fastball for a strike at 95. Bautista thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. The 3-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So 2 down, George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. There's a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Back now in Toronto. So stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs. 2.
Cut. 3.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
No.
Nance, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. Popped up. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Farrell,
Ball.
the next to hit, takes outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Here you
Farrell
go.
started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back.
Ball
3-1, and he
4.
couldn't come
Take
up
your
with
base.
it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same
inside.
way you would for one in a close game.
Farrell. Off of first with 2 away. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count now even up. That's
the
down
ball.
and in. A slider missed. Ozzie Smith on deck for Boston. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're still on top 7-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game set.
Huh.
Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. Tried to hold
swing.
up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Didn't go. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
That one pushed foul. The Red Sox leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air to left center, Duran on the move to the alley. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Brandon.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Brandon Valenzuela, has grounded out a couple of times. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And now the 0-1. Get on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the air center field. Mays has a beat on it. And that is that. Down in order. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Ozzie Smith. Just
Ball
missed.
off the plate.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Foul ball there. In the air to left center. Varsho after it. Tracks it down for the out. 1 away. That
Ball
one
one.
off the mark. And that is ball 1.
Ball.
The other way. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now he's challenging the called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Hank at first, 1 gone. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. It's gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 9-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
1 down. Sean Figgins up next for the Red Sox. That's in there. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. That one on the way inside. The 1-2. Right through there. And there's two down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Ball one.
The next to hit takes ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Ball. No,
Good spot
off
for
the
the
plate.
hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that is downstairs. And it's 3-0. 2 on, 2 outs. In for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Adrian Morejon.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Vladdy leading things off and takes a strike. Morejon,
Ball down.
an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer.
Ball.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. Payoff pitch. And a superb diving catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball. Ball.
The Bo Sox up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to Boggs. 2 away now. Sean Green next up for the Blue Jays. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That's in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fights it off. You'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. This one. Isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Or Insigne, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Strike 2. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say.
Is that what it is?
Fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10. How old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. This one in the air, right field.
That's foul.
The 0-1. Ripped to short. Over to first. 2 away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Ozzie Smith.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jimmy Garcia gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman. Back to the top of the order, Ozzie Smith up next for the Red Sox. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
That one fouled off.
That's out.
Smith off of first with 2 away. And there's a foul ball. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay.
Ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Popped up left side. And that is that.
Now,
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Ranger Suarez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game.
No,
so
that's down.
we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Popped up to the left into foul ground, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Ball.
That
Ball three.
one misses. Ball three. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge.
the right fielder, number
Now it's the
19,
right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Hey.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And he can't come up with it. The underhand flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Foul ball. Next
Ball,
offering
that's
is
down.
downstairs. Suarez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
When you win by 7 runs, it's a real encouraging game all the way around. The hitters feel good about what they did in this one, but the pitchers also know that if they get into a little bit of a jam, they know the offense is very capable of putting up runs. Good job.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.